So we're back to doing the recordings, and at the moment, we're just going around and, getting the shadow tree fragments. Might hit a bit of the modded area because as we've come down here, there's an enemy here. Well, it's just an enemy, but he's quite powerful because he's up in the illo terat area. Because what I've recorded before, I was looking, so I don't know what's actually been, because we've been streaming this game, and now we won't be doing that no more. Because there was a lot of stuff uploaded. I looked at what I recorded and I can't remember where it was. So what I've actually recorded was in the DLC, going to doing some part of the DLC, then going actually to faram azula, because of up there's a symbol that says because you can play as bosses in this mod. Before you do this, go and do faram azula, Placidusis, Zenith of Time, done that, which is a bit freaky, sort of like Dark Souls 1, 2 and 3 bled into like space, and that's when things started going missing. Yeah, especially talismans. And I was picking up duplicate weapons as well, because that's why I haven't been to an area down the bottom in Weeping Peninsula. But as we've come down to here, because we're hitting the Grace, because this is where the Putrescent Knight is, so I'll come down here because I tell you, these enemies are no joke. Yeah, because these are all around up at if I'm pronouncing it right, it's mostly Latin, illo terat. So before we get the Grace, we cannot rest at the Grace, because that is the enemy right there. And obviously you can see the window up there. This is where you would fight the Putrescent Knight. So you come down here, map. So I don't know how far, so this bit here, this whole bit here is all modded. Now I've done a whole bit there. You've got, what's his name, moaning, before we go through there, beat him, get the map pieces. There are a couple of, because you do pick up you have to fight some enemies here to get some shadow tree fragments. They must have taken them from somewhere, so it's, yeah. So we're gonna I don't know, because this is where you would be fighting eventually. Oh god. Yeah, we'll be here, won't it? Consort Millennia for me. Well, that's what it is here. But there's another boss afterwards, which there is, there's highlights. There's certain areas in here that we will see it, because it will say don't do this, don't do that. Like down in Deep Root Depths, is post game. Come here post game when you're more powerful enough. And I've seen the guys doing this on their thing, and they're max level, and yep, they're taking a lot of damage when considering it's post game. They've added the content, but this enemy here is powerful. I just know that because he's from up the top. So, because I thought to myself, I can't remember what I've recorded. We're just gonna go with whatever's. There might be sort of duplicate recordings. When I mean, we might have already done some stuff, but I'm not gonna. I'd rather keep it fresh now, instead of something that was pretty old and was a lot higher level then. So this guy is an absolute nightmare. I remember from it, it's just like the same guy. Again, these are like, there you go, pop the bubble. Lovely. It seems to be a lot of black and white sort of stuff. It's in my level, what, 350? Oh. These are exactly the same enemies up the top. Can't even see the great guys, so like. There you go. That is just from these guys. These are the mobs in the DLC area. So that. So this is what they've made. This is all throughout the DLC. Because I thought to myself, at least you've got a bit of space down there. No, I couldn't even rest at the race. This loading screen here, this is Zenith of Time. Before he comes in. Just try to leave it because when you go up to the area, it's just looking around. You can fight a couple of these enemies, but I thought, God, these are pretty tanky. Just for a mob. He's stuck there. I mean, we can do damage, but they do a lot of damage. See? We've got a shadow tree fragment. And there's another one. So that must be the one down here. Right? So we haven't done nothing yet, and we won't until we come here properly. So we didn't come. We're not come down here. No, we didn't come down here. So to come back, right? So pretty much, so this is the modded area here. If you go, yeah, because you're gonna get. I'm not too sure if that's the greys. Right. We'll go up to this area. Because those enemies, because this is what the mod was saying, some of the enemies you have to fight for shadow tree fragments, and so they must be taking them out, because we are, what, level 10 in blessings? It's up there. So we're going to show this now because it's recording it. You know, I don't want to get everything all muddled up and whatnot. There's a lot of stuff still. They're adding some stuff. You know, so wherever is that? Wait, let's see. Yeah. Because you've got what's his name here, Martin? You know? Yeah, he gone now. So this is why when I come here, this is why I went, okay, let's just go over to you know, faram, azula. Done that. So different bosses, of course, over there. Then Placidus watches Zenith of Time at night. I hope they fix that. Yeah. So this area originally, when I looked at this without coming up, I thought it was snowy. So we're not going to go down because obviously you will get invaded. So what we want to be doing, because it's all about the new stuff, you know, because we haven't broken anything here. You know, we haven't broken the ruin or anything like that. We're just getting shadow tree fragments and whatnot. This area is totally new. That enemy, well, I didn't know that dropped a shadow tree fragment. I know the other ones because they're right back up here. And there's a lot of sort of mystery around this area. This is where you've got to fight a lot of other jails. You will see one where it will say, go back, go to and go and fight the Godskin duo in, whatchamacallit, it's here, it's right here. Right. So I know when you do this, because I can get this, you can go to the cheat shop and get this. We're not going to do it, because this would be, I've played all these as bosses anyway. Right, so I don't know where we're getting, because this would be, after the Everdrill, this would be, being able to play as the Godskin Noble. You know, the thin one. One, this is post-endgame boss rush gauntlet meant to test you. You have to defeat the Godskin duo to enable this fight. Good luck. So, the Godskin duo is it is the Godskin duo, but they've mixed them up, but they're sort of like the Godskin duo crossed into an amalgamation of Ornstein and Schmo. So imagine that. Quite tough, but nothing, you know. So that is why I went, but I thought, okay, so we won't do this, because I do know this is like a 1, 2, 3. I think it's about 4 that you have to do. 1, then the 2, then the 3, and whatnot. You know. And so you can play as Nameless, and which is mostly the best option, because I've played this with their boss mod that they've got, but it's in vanilla. So you've only got 3 options in here. But they are working on another modded area in here, as well as not Coronat and Summit. It looks like they'll be working on, from the picture, around, it looks like here, where you get to sort of like late game, but it could be around here, or around here, because it just shows you a bush, and I thought, well, I recognise that, because it could be, because it's late game, where the hippo is, but these bosses, that boss you just see there, not boss, an enemy, I should say, they're spread all throughout here. With this under the thing. Right, burn invaded by Blade Dusk. Okay, so you have to follow this thing, which we'll do when we come around to do it. So I think we'll have to go back. Right, I didn't know it's on my Harris. Who's this guy up here? I know it's going to be all in this area. It's all going to be the Godskin spells like that, like black and red. I'm assuming. See, this is one of the weapons that went missing. Black Flame. It's already leveled up. Black Flame Godskin Stitcher plus 25. Now these went missing in when I went into Zenith of Time, as with talismans and duplicate weapons from an area that's I already done. I thought, well, I've got this, I've already got that. Why don't need 2 of everything? Do you know what I mean? It's their weapons, the ones they've made. Just confusing. We're just gonna have a quick look. Because those enemies we come up to a bit late, and I've noticed they was pretty pokey. Because you get this chestnut stuff that we just picked up there. That debuffs them. So this is the only, as of now, this is the only modded area in the DLC. And then this has been around for quite a long time. This has been around for about 6 months. Well, if they changed it, I really don't know. Do you know what I mean? But I know you come up to these enemies, and we haven't been in the building or whatever. we were just looking, because it does get pretty... Look, there you go, that's what we just faced just a minute ago. Because that's, I knew we'd get him out. And we will see if let me silo her, because I tried to, I knew these were pretty tough when I was trying to play it first time. It's really important down there. So I think there's 2 up here. These have got, these drop shadow trees. There you go. So that's new. I think that went missing as well. I think it's, yeah, I think it was this zenith of time, just things that missing. So this is just debuffer. Ignorance Faith. I mean, we'll level it up later. I'm just highlighting and just showing you this area because this has already been recorded previously, but I didn't upload it to YouTube. So as we've had to play the whole game again, yeah, and there is a way of getting in here, but you've got to go and do that. I just won't do Placidus and go to the zenith time until I think they've fixed it. Because talismans went missing, weapons. I mean, we've got 1,000 weapons. It wasn't a big thing, but we've got some decent. You see, we didn't get into there. There's like a seal you got to break. So I went all the way through here, obviously. It's right there. Right. So that will be the centre point. So this whole area all around here, including the heretic gel. Just in this. What's it, another? Yeah. Oh yeah, they've got these different forms of God skin. Oh, that's right, yeah. So that book we've got, a simple map trying. This is what this place is called. Illo terat marks the locations and correct order of the braziers spread throughout the burnt village of the outskirts of illo terat. Some trace of flame might yet reside within them, corrupted as they may be. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've got to find it. We didn't do it last time because I just thought, right, because of that message on the other jail saying you've got to do that. So because we, this is, you can come here or you can go over to, there and yeah. You have to do the other jails if you want to fight as bosses, I don't know how you get, I thought they'd all be from here, but apparently not, meaning the, what's that thing there? It's a new stuff. We have to use back up our saves before we go into that because I just think that's bugged out that place. Oh, there's grace up here. Oh, that looks a bit sneaky, doesn't it? That red thing up there. A walkway to the walkway of the white flames. Event text for map. I know what that means. You haven't got the you can't do this yet. Like it says, you've got to go and do the God's Duo and whatnot. You know, or unless they ain't finished it, I don't know. I mean, usually that means there's something missing in the mod. It's not like we're new to this. Oh, you got these places above and whatnot. Did you drop a shadow tree factor? I mean, if you did, we missed it, we'll get it back. This is... Don't be doing puzzles like this is going to take... So I went through this, I recorded about 2 hours of this and I thought, you know what? I know what people did, they just flick through it, they just watched about 3 or 4 minutes of it. So, this is still part of it down there. This is where that shiny is down there. Now I remember because I went and grabbed a majority of the stuff without actually going doing the puzzles or whatnot. Because in the end we went back to just went to faram azula. We tried the boss rush mode. It's just a lot of Godskin Nobles. I mean, there's a lot of spells that are like that. You got to be careful with this thing, really tank your arm either. They're all carrying these books as well, so I really don't know. But I thought I'd give a bit of a sneak peek as what this looks, because we haven't really, I've been through it to the back, meaning we got some loot and whatnot and looked around, killed a majority of these enemies, but we didn't do puzzles and whatnot, no? We get we did, we got 2. So that other one must have dropped 1. Because I noted those enemies were pretty strong. This looks, unless it's just how they design, this looks a bit similar to spells are different. I expect Mana's as well. Meaning it's doing like this sort of black and red thing. Without going too far in it, because I think we'll have to go to there, and as the zenith of time, because it does say you have to do Placiduce, so just leave that for the time being, because that's where we got stuck, because you're to go through it, your health gets low. If you're level 6, you'll be level 35 to beat the boss. I mean, it did pretty tough. You know, but you don't have permission. There's something that is they're adding that text menu. If you read all the items like I have, I know what that means. You know, we're missing something to get in there. It's not bugged. Otherwise, they'd have fixed it. 'Cause this has been here for a long time. Before we go too far, Curse Blade plus 10. Strange. So you're getting all these, the Curse Blade plus 10. So this was mean where we was getting. Apart from that, leveled up weapons. Godskin Stitcher, Curse Blade plus 10. Quite a few leveled up weapons. Even in the it's been like about 3 or 4 weeks since I've been here. Okay, right. I'm gonna leave that for the time being. Because they must have taken, if there's, so, what's it, 50 Shadow Tree fragments? So that's going to hold another one. So they must have taken some fragments. It's because all these puzzles are going to take some time. People are not going to watch a 6-hour video. Because that's what I'll be uploading. 4 or 5 hours because it's the content. We're getting towards, not end, because there's a lot more. As of the puzzles, I was gonna grab the bits and pieces. Because when I didn't come down before, this is all part of it, we're in it now, like you can see we're in the walls of it. So I went all through there, down there, just fighting, just mobs of enemies, whatnot. So this is, it's basically, Egon is all this area around there, because you can see we're inside the walls now. As of this puzzle, doing the lights, we will wait and see with that. I haven't got a clue. So that's why I think we won't go to the Zenith of Time, not yet. Can we get out? Yeah, we can. So that's a sneak peek, and a small sneak peek of a big area which I know nothing about. So I think after just going through the DLC and getting the Shadow Tree fragments, so that we are going into the, we're not going to come back out of it again. There's a map, it tells us what to do. It's just that other area, just, yeah, the Zenith of Time is just, yeah, it's definitely, I mean, this is when, oh god, yeah, so this was when the patch happened as well. So I know the patch fixed the game crashing, because we've had no game crashing since. And that took them like nearly a week to do that, you know. So whether they've noted about that is that the stuff that was going missing, because I said that, you know. Also, you know, the game crashing was the main thing, but things going missing like talismans and whatnot, you know. They've got a cheat shop. You can't get the only one you can get back is because that went missing. A couple of others went missing. You can get that back, but I went and got it, but I forgot you have to do like the puzzle for it to get it back. So that's the one, but that is like, you know, this, you know, an insane amount of FP and your vitality nerfed by half, because it is about the spells, and you're not going to do. We always see how much you do with the spells, you know what I mean? Because we haven't unlocked the high level of the Zenith of Time spells, which are all 75. Well, they go up to 75 in so. We're going to leave it there, but that is a little bit of illo terat, if that's pronounced right. If it's illo, it might be illo. If it's double L and it's Latin, then it'd be illo terat. I don't know, it might not be. It's similar to Ena Elim because I know it's from a passage from the Bible. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it there, and we're not going to do. So I know what bosses they have done. They've changed. Where's Renala? Okay, here you go. Yeah, the magic woman. She's changed. You can go straight into her. So where is she? Because we haven't broken any of the things yet. I'm sure it's great picture. I don't. Anyway, we get to that. I know they've done something with her. Because you don't have to go in through the front. You don't have to go around. You can go in through the front. It's already. I could have gone in and done it already. So we'll make this because I've still got to do fire giant and all that lot to get to, as that message set up on here. You got to be, the God's King duo in the thingy, but do that over there. Go through there. We do that. I'll do that later. Go through there, kill him, and get to the upper part of that. Or the invader that's there, and then we do this properly after we've gone through because they've done a lot of the bosses in thing, but Placiduce's no, we're gonna leave that to see. Because I know they've got something coming, meaning they've got some more modded areas in here. They ain't done yet. Like, they showed you a hint back in July, so this is what we're up to. So that leave it there. So the reason for coming here was to record a little bit of this. Get the Shadow Tree fragments, not go through any of this here, just get the Shadow Tree fragments. We don't have to record it. Then Fire Giant is just Fire Giant and just get extra weapons. Then go to, because I've recorded all those bits, so then go to, like I just said, faram azula, do that bit. Don't do that and go to the zenith of time. You have to go through there, because it's doing all the content, but hopefully things quite missing, because I did put in my thingy to them, my message to them, which I did get back to me when it already got fixed. Oh yeah, it's the game crash. I didn't mention, I did say to them, yeah, what about all the stuff that went missing? Yeah, weapons. Like I said, that's what we're going to do, backup saves. We lost that weapon, I lost talismans, I can't remember losing that. We lost quite a few weapons. There's quite a few, so I mean, it's not like we haven't got a load of weapons. I mean, we've got, a lot to pick from, anyway. Oh, it's going to drive me mad, that guy. Let's walk away from here and, so, we have to go through there. Just trying to think where. Is that the abandoned? No, it's. Nicholas Cross, Horn Sent Night Letter. Okay, well, that's going to do it for here. We're going to go to Fire Giant. It's just ordinary Fire Giant. We do the faram azula, but Placiduce's, no, we'll come back here and start doing this until there's some sort of update with this mod. Anyway, we'll leave it there. So this will be part of part 11, Garden of Eyes, and I've just checked part 10, and we have recorded some. I looked at some recordings. We won't include that because it's some different stuff. Even though some of this has been added but as of going through the whole game, apart from just grabbing that down there and whatnot, we haven't done nothing here. Now, I know these guys are working. Let's just come out of here because this whole map was updated a couple of months ago. This is the zenith of time. This is, well, hopefully it doesn't get corrupted because I was losing stuff and everything here, but this is where we'll be not going yet, but there used to be nothing here, just a cloud. We're not going to go into here because there's weapons in here, literally. Though I was picking it in zenith of time, and as of the latest patch in the crashes, they've improved it. I just wondered if things start going missing here, like the weapons I was picking up. Here. So, apart from, what's our shadow tree? 10. So, it goes up to 20. Anyway, you have to kill a couple of enemies. There's one more to kill up there to get. So, they must have taken some out from somewhere. The enemy up here is quite tough. I've done a little bit of recording earlier. But if you read this is what we're going to do right now. This is post-in-game boss rush gauntlet. Meant to test you. You need to defeat the Godskin duo. Good luck. Well, I know what it is because we've already done this, but we're gonna do it all again. So we're gonna come out of here because this is the area which I have gone through, but we haven't followed. Right, that's where would it be? Is that it? What's that there? So this is this place, illo, terat. So, marked the location, the correct order of the braziers spread throughout the burnt village on the outskirts of illo terat. These traces of flight yet reside within the corrupted they may be. So you got to follow that, right? Considering some of the enemies are probably proper tough here. They're sort of all projection like blobby type things. In that note, we're going to come out the DLC, and obviously in here, because I've already done this. So I thought, so I can refresh, because last time this is like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. We'll have to go through here. Some things have changed here, but obviously you've got to beat the fire giant to get over. They've got some new content coming as of July. Obviously, the Dragon Ruins, that obviously while I was playing this, didn't know that it'd come up. Because I'm not on the Discord all the time, so that's the one thing that is changed here. I do know what is to come. They said, you know, sort of hints what's to come. Whether they're big changes, minor change, I do not know. They're adding more bosses or what, I do not know. Changed areas yet, including another changed area it looks like in a DLC. So, past time, we don't want this to go into true midnight, because it will. I wish it's just gone that way. Okay, we go this way. Haven't seen Alexander. Didn't really speak to him, so he should be, you know, so you can get the. You don't really need it in here. Well, the Shard of Alexander. I mean, we should be able to. He's gonna go like the fire. Let me solo her. Wrong way round, but you know. Until we get in, because obviously you can summon for this fight, and I don't really care. It's until we get in range. Let's see. I don't know if we can. Yeah, we can. So just a pinch, and then that's one weapon you get from him, which is his leg climb, which is just fire, base, tibia, well whatever, you know, it's just like a piece of bone, like a big wood. But fire based, then you'll get a fist weapon, which is weird because it's only one fist. Two, it's just a one fist instead of choosing those spells that are naff. We'll get to that fight because I know it's been changed. We're not going to beat Placiduce's and go into the Zenith of Time because that's where. Let's see, because that's where everything. Just not a lot of things. A few things went missing. Weapons, and talismans. So we'll get this uploaded today as well. The Zenith of Time, I mean, you have to, your health gets nerfed in half, so whatever it is, I think it's 70, but you got to take, it's mostly 65 with the Ruin Arc, so you got to minus that because it's the Penetrator. You need to do it because you got that's the guy that is trapped there. It's the Zenith of Time thingies, which is an amalgamation of Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, but it's set how they've done it, you know. Because when I went and I thought you recognise it straight away. It's just been coated differently, you know. They like their boss rushes, you know.
I have long observed the lands between. This world is in dire need of repair and death. Indiscriminate. Are you prepared to commit a cardinal sin? Very well, let my hand.
So basic. There is another talisman here, which we're gonna get. I know where it is because where they said it was in where we're just going now in faram, azula. Yeah, it weren't there. I found it somewhere else, but it's sort of the same area. Before we'd have to beat this mod before, you know. There's some other mods, or we can.
Shall burn.
The Elden Ring that I want to play. So when it gets released, I don't know when. But I need to push through with this. Regardless of those updates being mentioned in July, if they're be implemented, I mean, the only way you'd find out is, you know, when you load in the launcher again, if it gets updated, or if they say something on their Discord.
Thank you for guiding me here. The one who walks alongside flame shall one day meet the road of destined death. Goodbye.
So I wonder who takes the third spot back at the hub. Because it's not Estelle, I've done it. This is the wait and see. I can't think. There's Rykard. I mean, everything's been done. So quickly, we're going to see if Alexander's here. He should be here. If not, it's not a big deal. On another note, the Convergence mod, they made this hell, so they've reworked it again. I do know that, but that's not released yet. I think it'd be coming quite soonish, but. No rush there. Don't know if it's to do the dragon here or not. When we go through. We don't need. I can't remember. We don't need. We've got enough hearts. You get loads in the DLC. We're on about the one that we're just coming up now because yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. Before it comes crashing in. So there is a dragon. We will do this dragon here. No, not here. When we go down and clear the mobs up here. Go down to where the talisman is because the dragon spawns there, and quite not tricky, but we might as well leave. I can't remember what it is. I think it's. There's the whole DLC, the modded area. Like it said, you have to do this boss. Which I don't know why, but it's just doing like you. It's the Godskin Noble. Wait, they want to jump. Yeah, and go the other way. We don't have to, but I think we will because you have to go. A dragon that you normally leave is where the talisman is. I normally leave this dragon. The one we just could have fought. We got Smithing Stone, Ancient, well I can't remember, but yeah, that's the one I usually leave, or whatever I want to do. We'll wait and see. So we just how. Wait, is this? Let me try and think. Which one is this way go? This one's going to get on my nerves. Yeah, because the other way is progression. This is this is where the other talisman is, which I think is all like the. You're being incomp one, because I will say something. These were disappearing when I went to the zenith of time. Now, when I done all this up here, you know, here just finding this talisman because I went backtracking looking for the talisman I missed. There's loads all over the place. Spoilers, it doesn't matter about spoilers now. As of talismans, the other one that because I was looking for a talisman. They said it was here. No, it's actually here, but how they referenced it, it was like, oh, it was over here. No, it's not over here. We got an immunity. Well, we have got a bit, but that's from poison. We have got the death blight, but I don't think we get anything by it. We'll get the ball bearing. There's still one to get where Millennia is, but I don't know if I can bother to do that. For summons, we might do. You do grab a lot, because we will be a lot in a deal, so you do grab a lot of that sort of stuff. As with that new area, the puzzle things can tell. They can be very confusing. Considering that's mostly one of the toughest areas here. Some of some blob type enemies, they are tough. They will take your health down. We're level 330 something. The save before we lost this was 400 and something, and it doesn't matter. They're still doing a lot of damage. But this weapon's solid, you know. See, this is where I thought it was when I was looking for the talisman, and it's not here. It's just see all the things will get unlocked when it's just the same. Like when you fight the Godskin Duo, you get the ball bearing, but not just the smithing ones, you know. Not the glow vortex. So really, we only have to this. But where we're going now, because this is where I just pointed out after going through this area. Thinking, well, is it? They're saying it's here, kind of, and not really saying if it's in the DLC, but just mention Wormface, you know. And I was thinking, well, there's only these here. There was nowhere, you know, you've got them down in in the main for this is sort of the main game, it's an extension of it, isn't it? But in Layendale, where you first encounter these guys and get one thing, is this guy, is he aggroed onto us? Not too sure. So I was got the especially the headpiece. Oh God, with bloody blighty. Oh, blighty. Yes, indeed. We're gonna have to change our armor up. Get it's something. Yeah. See, hold on. Let's just go and grab our stuff. Come back, there's a dragon. This is all sort of like been done in vain. Do you know what I mean? And I bet you can't jump from here. I bet you. Things here, drop me, man. I don't know if we can, if that's where we've got to go. There's a thing there, but no. We're just going to have to quickly go through the middle and just jump down, ignore everything up here that we killed just a minute ago. what I was trying to say is, when I was looking for this talisman, I sort of went up, come over it, because this is the right place, and I thought, it can't be here, can it? It is. It's just their wording. They're not English, you know. I think there's English people on there. Might be. I'm not too sure. You have to be English to understand how to word things. You know what I'm saying? You have to be. It's different. American English is different from native English speaking. Even though we speak the same lingo, but it's different words. You know. So how they worded this was it being over there, not here. It's over here. Is a dragon spawn, and this is where there's nothing here. Yeah, that's it there. That's the talisman right there. So this is where I thought, okay, perhaps this is what it was on about, because it was I don't know, a lot of backtracking. With all the talismans I missed, and there was a lot. There was at least 5, and this was one of them. I think we might go. Let's see. Allow this take his health bar down. Because it's a dragon. I mean, there's other, like, you've got the spells and whatnot, but yeah, so that boosts all power of Dragon Cult incantations. So, so this was backtracking for me. Yep. New weapon, I ain't got a clue what it does, but I can remember. I think that went missing as well when we went to Zenith of Time. So we won't be going there because you have to beat Placideusis. As soon as you beat Placideusis, you get warped there. To be quite honest, I was going to make that jump then. Right, let's go back. Let's give these ball bearings in. We're just going to follow. Just go through the normal path. Don't need to be. Run through it, get the grace, then go back. That should be going up, shouldn't it? Yeah. The 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So need to start doing some night rain stuff. Rusty as hell on that. But so there's some of these ball bearings, they don't matter. Like as you see a message pop up just a minute ago, some more items are in the shop. Exactly, I think it'll be exactly the same as when we beat Godskin Duo, but we're gonna go back. Oh, we can do it the brace. Which is, this used to be bugged out as well, but yep. So I'm going to go through the whole of the game. I'm not going to go into every single dungeon in there because there's no need to. But I know they're adding something, they just teased something new, which I know the area but I can't, I know it's late. Or you can get there early by, you know, directions and whatnot. Not direction. Yeah, you can get there. You can get to. It's like if you. So you can fight the centipede boss, Romina. So it looks like around that area. So you can get there pretty early. You only have to beat Romina, Mesmer, and Consul. So she's got the mushrooms from there, up to 8, right, more items from the shop or more items from
lay out your own.
8s, 9s, 8s, 9s, so
take a look. Don't worry, I'll continue, which is why his roots, he won't like his shackle, his high top.
Let's get back to it. So this is part of the Zenith of Time. So you have to beat the Zenith of Time to unlock him. He's got the high time sorceries which go up to 75 in. So we'll wait and see with that. But it went bad. I noticed everything go. Not loads of things. At least 15 things, including those upgraded weapons I picked up from illo terat, which got modded just after the DLC. So it's been nearly a year because obviously they modded it after. So this whole area here, she picked up. Even when I was going through there was an actual loads of things were missing, talismans, everything. So if I did equipment, if I was to equip another talisman, all these stack, that stacks, and that one there that we just got. It just boosts all the dragon. It doesn't matter. I've read all about this. They all stack. That with all the dragon communions. And it doesn't matter which order you put them in. It said they all will do the same thing. Considering we've been doing mainly melee and buffing. So jump down, see if, yeah, get straight to, now we're going to use summons. I don't really care because I'm going to fight all the bosses afterwards, not all of them, but the major ones. What we're doing, yeah, right there. Going the wrong way for a minute. So quickly, what's these These do a lot of damage as well. Get that. Get that grace there. This might be just dropping, like the Godskin Nope usually drops the big one, all of them, if you know what I mean. There's also, remember, there's also Malekith here, which his weapon does something else. So I don't know what, as all the spells, we haven't got all the black and red spells, which, so like Destined Death, you know, those sort of spells, but they've added like red onto them instead of black. You know, like Malekith's, it's now black and red. So I think, no, I think that is, that's the, I think we're going to go into, yeah. Let me see if we can get any loot around the sides before we jump in there, because you can jump, you know, you can jump in that way. Or is it after? Because this is, yeah, it would be. No. So this has changed. So Ornstein and Smough, yep. So this is Ornstein and Smough combined into. Let's see, we can. I think we can go a bit there. So it's like it's the Godskin duo, yeah, with Ornstein and Smough. So is that still? No, it's not. Right, let's just see because then once that's done, if we can't loop round, I think it's after doing this boss. I know I could put timestamps, but then it'd be cutting it all up in, and it's a long video just to try and remember, like, oh, this part there, then we went to that part there, then we went to that part there, then we done this, then we done, you know, like time stamping it so you can go to that part, because you just don't want to watch. Which could be, I don't know, this is going to be minimal 5 hours, so we're going to summon him. I think I'm not too sure if we have to do him, but we want an Old Lord's Talisman. I'm not too sure, because I've done plenty of platinum runs on my channel, which they've all mostly been, I think they've all been deleted. Not too sure if we can summon what's not. So this is like a Destined Death, but Ornstein and Smough fight. So that's a bloody wrong one as well. We want, we've done the wrong combo. Some of this, that they must have looked, because I've replayed the stuff from what I've recorded before. Yeah, things were bugged out, so they must have rectified things. So, oh, we ain't got no sleep pots, but I don't think it matters anyway. See, this is like an Ornstein and Smough type of thing. Rush you down with already bubble burst. Them fight. That happened last time, I remember. Godskin, yeah. Oh, the second phase, yeah, I forgot about this in some different area. Did we drop through the... Yeah, no? That's it. So Asher War, Blackfall, which is normal. Yeah, so... You know, just... A little bit different. Because then you got the... I don't know why he's come down here. So... It is that way, and down. Okay, it's weird. Not gonna do... No, we're just gonna get the... see if... What's his name's there? Then we won't do placidosis because we've done that. That would be the last. Should be the last bell bearing. This is a controller thing. Because I've got quite a few controllers, including the Pro and whatnot, but might need to rotate this one because as of button pushing, I'm not getting inputs. Now I noticed this the other day with Night Rain. I was playing. I thought, do you know what? I'm not trying to do something, but it's not on pen. You got to really push down hard on just the buttons, which is just a simple action. Do you know what I mean? Considering the PS5 Pro controller, I wouldn't recommend that to anyone. Even apparently so, even like the Xbox one's meant to be bad. So I'm stick with normal. Do you know what I mean? Because £300 for controllers, absolutely stupid. I bought mine because all of them have come back to life. So after having stick drift, they come back to life after 3 years of not using them, thinking they were dead. We have got one complete dead PlayStation controller, but then I bought the Pro. Then for me that gets too heavy on my hands if you do a lot of gaming, considering we don't play keyboard and mouse. But I was like, it's okay, but then I mean, if the thumb drives start, you know, I don't like the thumb drives that got the indentation. They will start giving you blisters, so you can swap them out. And they cost, you know, if something goes wrong, they cost 50 quid to replace. You know what I mean? It's everything's a rip off of PlayStation. Even with the new Xbox control, I did like it until I was hearing nasty things about it, because like a lot of people, not going to name no names, loads of people getting sponsored by the Xbox control, which did have a good thing, because you could just like swap out one of the, because I don't like the Xbox control one bit, right? You don't need it to play PC games, to play on PC, right? Even though the button input's there. But they've got, with the Xbox Pro controller, they've got the bit that comes out that makes it into a PS5 controller. So input again. Anyway, we're going to go up and see one thing. Oh, there should be a grace up here anyway. Yeah, one thing we're going up here, we should have a key, is, it should be up here. Well, I haven't seen him for ages. Apparently so he might not be. It's just to get to see Alexander. There's nothing for me to get up here. So we've done the fight. Because up here you've got all the undead. So we're going to bypass a lot. So before doing Malakav, or unless I just do this whole level, but you have to, I mean Plaza Deuces you can go through. These they just died. Now I did make a weapon of this, but it's, considering, you know, we're not it's not like vanilla where you're trying to get everything in here. We're just going to hop over. Alexander should be over there. I haven't seen him in his normal places because I didn't speak to him after beating Radan. And surprise, surprise, he's not there. How about that then? So a dragon's there. So where? Right there. This dragon wasn't here before. I can tell that for now. Have they moved something? Because now I done this. Now I didn't speak to Alexander after the Radan fight, and he weren't in the normal locations. This dragon's not normally up here. There's one normally underneath. The Shard of Alexander. I mean, there's a lot of talismans here that don't make sense to me. So unless he's under that dragon, I don't know. But wait there, unless they've changed, we're going to check below. Oh, really? Bloody hell. Right, there's a dragon below here that I just normally ignore. You don't need to kill hundreds of dragons. And there's loads in the DLC. You know? So we're not going all around here when... Well, actually, I don't know, because you've got Nameless King somewhere. and it looks like it's towards here where you fight Malaketh, but there's no. I really don't know. It looks like it, or it could be in the time zone. So let me see. Yeah, they moved the dragon from down there. So is this a consequence of? Right, golden lightning. So that dragon's still there. This is what I was thinking. Right. No, I'm not doing that because I don't need to do it. It's because all you get is ruins or whatever. You don't need a lot of ancient living stones. You just drop one. Dragon's up there, and unless they've... Do you know what? I've played this in vanilla a billion times, and no, if you mess it up, no matter what, you'd always find the Shard of Alexander up here. Now, in some mods, they only include the small version. No, I tried to have a look. It's because we didn't. Because if you don't speak to me on one place, then after Radahn, because then we can refight that boss again. But like all the it's just like all the other dragons around the one that let's see if they've I know they've changed some stuff. So you usually got Alexander here. Now, normally I would go up there. There's no books to collect or anything like that. There isn't a DLC, obviously. Okay, Golden Lightning Fortification. We've already got the old one that you would get. Okay, the remembrance of that. That. I'm not too sure if to go up there. Because you have to come down, hop, skip and jump down that way. It's like a one-way then back. So it's just like vanilla. So yeah, Alexander's usually parked up round here, isn't he? So yeah, I couldn't find him, and I just put it down to, you know, a talisman that with loads of powerful talisman in this game, it shouldn't affect it. But I'm just putting it down after Radahn fight. I didn't speak to him because of you lose 100 hours of gameplay, then you have to start all over again. It's easy to forget things, and having to recheck things that have changed, like all this sort of stuff. You know, like all these seeds and whatnot. You know, with the convergence mod. They done something with that where you can crush them up, and you know, and it's like the sacred tears. Here they're just going to be, you know, there could be something missing up, you know, but to me it just looks like it's going to be normal. Yeah, because I looked high and low for Alexander in the base game, and I thought, well, I had high hopes for him being here, but No, they did do some changes here. They removed certain things, because I do know, because with the patch, the update, me complaining to them, like fighting first time after millennia, let me solo her to get the thingy. There used to be a thingy and like a flower in front of it. They removed that. They've done some minor things with patches. Because they've made it more. I don't know. They've tidied it up a bit, but if that's the point with that, then I mean, that's my problem. Do you know what I mean? So. But as of this, going towards here, I don't really feel like going all the way through here, if you know what I mean. Alright, that's it. So, when we got through here, obviously, went to Placidos, went to the other area, spent a load of time in there, didn't realise we had to fight, it was like a bit of a boss rush mode, we have to fight all the bosses. It's not been on there, I've recorded it but we're not going to upload it because of it ended up being too long. This is a weird thing here. Right, so they've lit up this area. I don't know what for. Well, it's just for show or whatever, but it's only the night here. You know? Oh, there he is there. I mean, now I killed him and nothing happened different there. Because I'm always looking out for something different, like those lights not normally there, but then this is only the second time like playing this mod that we've been here, so were they always there? So yeah, last time I did kill him, nothing changed about that because we've done the whole Crucible Night thing. Unless I go through this whole area without recording. No different, it's not. No. See, in one of the loading screens, there's a shot of like Nameless. That could be in the time zone. I really don't know. It's like you have got the bosses in, you know, the DLC bit. That might be just one of the bosses, you know, that you can fight. Because in there's 3. out. On now. Yeah. There's not many weapons in this, but there is quite a few weapons for ancient. But as of really going through this whole area, like for instance down there, there's all the places I just was pointing out. Not going down to Placiduce's, but I mean there's still a big area. So this is where I thought the fight would be with looks like Nameless, but it's not. It's got the picture of this, but it could be what do we call it of time. But after all my thingies went missing, I don't know, all they've done is patch the game, but I've noticed with what I recorded, because I haven't uploaded it on it, this will be uploaded on here. No, it's not been uploaded. They must have looked at some of the fights that were deemed a bit buggy, and now they've corrected them, because they have changed some stuff. Do a buff here, because okay, we can get the old Lord's talisman. With Jarberg, I mean, when I was thinking about, because some of the mod, like the Convergence mod, doesn't give you the great jar sharks you make them. It gives you the small version. So there's better talismans in here than that. What I was talking about. So if Placiduce's being that way, we're not doing it, because you beat him and you are warped straight into the zenith of time. Considering there's the DLC to do, forget the modded area, but I'm talking about the whole DLC, like going through Malekith. No, one more about Malekith, because Malekith's up here, that's why. So I was thinking, in the picture it looks like this road in one of the loading screens, and then you've got, oh god, I could be totally wrong, but I could tell you what, they could have taken this road and put it in the zenith of time somewhere, right? Kill that, and then Nameless Kid. That's what it looks like to me. It's definitely this part of the road, but I don't know, it could be in the zenith of time. Zenith of time is, mind you, it's colourful, but we only went through 3 parts of it, you know. I was fighting the Penetrator for a long time, even though I could have come out and started leveling up my health. But then I noticed, like I said, you know, mentioned plenty of times, I was noticing weapons missing, everything. I thought, do you know what, this is, even though you could, they were like, a lot of them were the Dragon Cult stuff, do you know what I mean? So I thought, because then I spent a lot of time getting them, they just disappeared through. Right, so Old Lord's Talisman. Won't do Malachite. Haralo, you get a very, very good talisman, I do know that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you get. There's the options. Meaning, you just got to take down a lot of the thingies. The mausoleums. How are we doing with this? There's all these thingies. I didn't think you could do this. Is go up there. Wait there. Oh, he's here. Yeah. Wait to those to aggro a bit. Yeah. Kill those. So I think he only did he. I think you have to come back here from the spawn. Do you know? I'm not really bothered what he drops. Think. It's just a big bonk weapon, that. It's just ordinary. Playing this with that. I wonder, no, if I remember rightly, that's nothing. Because there's lights there and all that. I think it's just, I don't know, it could be something that was before. They just didn't remove it, you know. Yeah, unless you go back and sit at the grace, then burn out, it will spawn. But you'd only get that weapon, which I'm not going to use. I mean, I've been using this a lot. That's been the main weapon. Intelligence ain't that. I mean, it's high, but with a lot of the ruin arc. Wonder how much. I don't know. Because if you've ever played the Convergence mod, they ripped this apart and just twisted your head round. Now I know they've reworked it. Because I know someone is like a bit of a. Gives them, lets them play test their up and coming patch, which is a big change. You know. They're getting rid of all the skips that this certain guy got. He sort of broke the game really with the skips through their warp system. Wait there. So that comes out. It's already where we've already been. Bad area. Right, considering we've got to there. Right. Beside the bridge. Not worried about Banal. All that lot. I'll tell you what. Not too sure. We're just going to get some of the new stuff in case we do start using some of that stuff. This is a good weapon, but this is the zenith time. You do have to give him the final book, and that's half the Placidusis. So let's not cash these in. Let's just go these and leave it at different markers. I am waiting for an update on this mod.
You've done it, What use? I am a fool, as you know. You'd fool.
Right, so we can get the Ruin Knight's sword or this. So this is like one punch. So you want to get the rest. You have to take down the mausoleums, you know, and there's quite a lot of them, as you know, in the game. We've only used a couple of them. So this is just one. It's just one punch, fire punch. I mean, do I need another weapon like this? Not really. There's a black, exactly the same copy as this, but black flame. You know, just haven't leveled it up. We'll take that. So all we got is Godskin's Great Hammer. This is the Godskin Duo. I'll just buy it for the sake of it, but the new, the Executioner type thing, they've morphed.
Now, do what you believe.
As of the ball bearing, I don't think it actually matters. I just think seven, 8, 9.
Oh no.
8. There's 24, that's right.
Yeah, that's all of my me of. Well, that's a full way you get into it, as long as it is what I'll.
Alright, so, really DLC. I don't want to do the where we started off, and I don't want to go to that area, even though Placidus is just like Placidus is. Yeah, I'd have to back up the save. I don't trust it. Considering when I was thinking about this, I thought, Joe, you could like, it's only like some spells. So like, obviously Astel's not there. We've done both versions of it, which I thought Astel was taking that. As of those two empty spaces, I do not in that form whatever boss is. Could be I can't even think of any because we have done all the bosses. You know. Not what we haven't done in. Just get him in that form. Let's speak to Gideon. Let's see if he's got anything. Or is this gonna...
You burned the earth and the rounds have, and if the earth and the rounds. That, with it, one of the last as promised, the last of the...
Okay.
Well, I wonder if he continues, but perhaps Nicholas. So I heard spec, but indeed, how vexed. Perhaps the Queen. Information you, a secret. You are a truth.
Right, Lord of Fortification. So that would be what you would normally get in the game, because that would be, I think that's the, you know, against Elden Beast Vanilla.
There are 4 Nicola, his twin, Luna, Rani saw here that if you should learn, I'll trade you. We both as such.
Right. So we get a good talisman. If we went to Malakav, beat Malakav, that changed that. That puts a whole sand. I don't know, because there's, you know, you've got, as far as I know about reading into the mod, you got the Soul of Cinder, which is obviously the last boss of Dark Souls 3 in it. You got obviously Malakav. You got to beat Placidusis, which, if I go to my thingies, what went missing? That, and some of these. That. And then I thought, well, you got, these are all, you know. You still got a lot of good talismans in the DLC as well, so it's not like... The only thing about the Zenith, you'll have to come back and farm some health, because it's the penetrator that was, our health wasn't as high as this. It was 60, so we went in there, it was like 30, and the dark penetrator, it's the third area, and I noticed this was the patch. This is where I went there because I was going through an area, not recording. I was going through an area in the DLC mainly, and just getting Shadow Tree, and it was crashing in a certain area, another area. So I thought, let's go over here, and it wasn't. But then it was crashing everywhere, in the main game and all that. We're on their Discord, said this, that, and whatnot. Perhaps it is fixed. You know what I mean? You know. Oh, this is the let's see if you want to fight online, because it is, you know, with the co-op mod, but. I don't know where to go through here. I mean, there is the DLC to do. New stuff they'll be adding, which looks like it's going to be something in here. I don't know what. I've seen the screenshots on their Discord page, just all different. This, which, yeah, I didn't realise. That's one of them. Somewhere in the DLC, which looks like is near Romania. And I can't remember, there's another screenshot somewhere. So, I mean, yeah, we have done that. We haven't done this one here, but there's some items there to grab, which I don't know how you do it. Don't fancy going in all these dungeons. So, with Terat, the new area, it does say that you have to come, when you look at the wiki, it does say you have to come back here and get a different type of knife. If they got rid of it, I don't know, but that's what it is there. Unless we just start doing the norm, meaning just going through the DLC. Breaking the ruin and whatnot. So, as we've done that, we can check on that. We can go to the DLC. Where are some of these high spells? 70 in. We can get that. We just got to take a thing. I don't want to keep it. Look, so you got a lot of these types of spells. None of these we have got. There's a lot there, and I haven't taken nothing from there. The only thing we've had from here is the mounts, because that's a lot there. We'll take that for now. I'm not too fussed about the armor. Goods. Right. So this is what we can play as. Godskin Apostle, that'd be through that thingy there. What do you mean that thingy there? By beating where we just started off this thingy in the DLC. You can take these now, and you're being set. So you can do Nameless King. We're gonna do it normal. We're gonna do it legitly, you know. And obviously, now I've played as these. This is the most awkward one to play because of his movement. Nameless King and these ones are all good to play. So Amulet of Death, right? So if we go through the catacombs, do we get there, or is it all based in illo terat through these Evergel systems? Right. This thing, strike fear into the minds that can hear you. No, we haven't got that. I'd write it's rather. What we've been taking, because I know this comes from Zenith in Time. That's it. And let me solo her. We've got that. There's all these others to get. There's that, this which could transform into, and some other bits and pieces. Yeah, like. That's it. And we took all the mounts. That's it. Nothing else. And we're at, how many hours are we on this? Because I've put a lot of hours into this now. So if we go back, I wonder if it says the same thing, considering we've beat the Godskin duo. But you've got that guy there. I wonder if we get rid of him, we get to fight. That's it. That's what it looks like to me if we go through the loading screen. So if we go back to the DLC and go to, so is there, yeah, the Heretic or Evergel. Now doing this to unlock what we just see, which would be to play as one of the Godskin Apostles. But I've done this. I've played as all the bosses in this game, but not in their main. This is their main thing, right? The overhaul mod. So let's see if that says something different. Because it's only over here, you know. Because there's a whole thing to unlock here, which I do not know. Because this is quite tough, you know. This was added on quite recently. I think the last thing they added was the Godwin followers, which they say post game. Post game means when you've beaten all the game, right? So this sign is still going to say the same thing. This is post end game boss rush, meaning end game rush. Gauntlet meant to test you. You need to have defeated the Godskin duo to enable this fight. Good luck, which we have. So I do know what this is. It's about Godskin, Skinny. Then it's about 4 bosses in fight just to get that. So I'm not worried about that because we will do it. But there's a whole puzzle in here. There's a lot of areas we haven't been, so I want to make this its own sort of video. Not just come in here and do that, because I fought with these bosses, and yeah, that's okay to fight as that. And you're in it about 60% of the time as a boss, and you can get knocked out of it. You know, it's not like you're playing as a boss. They got one of the guys in their team that you can pay some money and go for the game vanilla and play as bosses, and I'm like, no, I just can't be bothered. We're trying to beat the mod. Looks like they're going to be modding another, or they have started already. They just said that they were saying about backlogs. How many shadow tree fragments? Considering there's one more to come from here, one enemy up the top there. So they're going to be. So we're doing all the bosses, you know, Gaius, whatnot. But soon there's got to be. It will be updated. The mod will update. So we've been down to here. We've been all through here. We've been down there. This is where I started with the area, because one of the enemies was down here. So they're all like the Protest at Night, just all that sort of like stuff. So we can break the ruin, you know, and get things motivated, because you can. Renala's changed. I do know that. You know, Renala that's based here, because you can go straight into. I'm not too sure if it is here right there. But you can go straight in there. Right, let's just see if we can get a bit of dialogue. So I'm just wondering what to do. I'm at a crossroads, because the zenith of time, I mean, needs to back up the same.
In battle. In battle.
Right, let's see. Anne's back. Yeah, just don't. I mean, a lot of this is going to be normal. Just saving the zenith of time. Not the zenith of time. The illo terat.
Righteous tarnished. Oh, you must some more a provision, some more his brethren. No doubt these are not. Should you spot? Righteous. I can hardly pretend to mickle. It is a vest. I wonder his fate. Righteous.
I just like to jump.
Well, to think that, and the deep this can only is a door.
So we got all the things. Well, we can go back. We can go down to here. Where's more? So she's still there. This will happen after, to move her down south, Frolier. That will happen. We have to be one boss to access like the protection. Like, as you know, I've been through this DLC about quite a few times. So I've even done a walkthrough of it. So he won't move until we've broken the ruin.
Just give me.
Yeah, we don't need your poison. Oh dear. Obviously, you know, you need to fight. The church. This guy doesn't spawn. No. So if we go near here, we break the ruin. If we go past there, we break the ruin. Go south. Might get Rakash's armor set for the extra damage, because there's no armor in this game that I know of that gives you the extra damage. You know, take damage and do what? Consider I want to see what, because the zenith of time is think we're going to get a lot of the spells from. But there again, I don't know. Where is more throw-ins? Yeah, you should. Yeah, we haven't gave him the gesture to do the fight, but yeah, but we want to go down and get the other bit prepped. So level, wait there, status is level 10, right, so there's still, so you can pick up quite a lot before you go down. I don't like ball goats armor one bit. It's the ugliest bit of armor these from Soft ever made. The vertebrae armor, yeah. Just jump down the hole and we get over for setup. Now I can do a lot, but it's you know, it could be very vanilla. Because then you got that whole modded area, which is going to be, I know it's going to be a puzzle. It took me a long time to figure out the other puzzle. I mean, I could, with the editing software I've got, I can do a lot with it, do you know what I mean? Take out the voices, my voice, do this, but then if I'm not explaining anything, then people are not going to know, considering we don't get no views, no. People subscribe and unsubscribe, so right now, I mean, I'm going to just make, there's a lot of videos that, it's all Bloodborne related, some of it's Bloodborne. They leave me a message, right, subscribe, we're subscribed to your channel. Do you know what, they add no value because they are only watching something, they just want info on something. But even though they earn a couple of pence, they might add £1 up to the AdSense or whatnot, do you know what I mean? But do you know what, that's nothing. You know, so I've got to change things, and if I make it private, it doesn't matter to me anymore. I mean, some of them have earned maybe £100 one video over the years, which is not significant. Remember, gaming doesn't earn a lot of money. I'm not too sure if this is the way to go down, or you've got the other talisman here. Yeah, I think this is a stupid talisman, isn't it? Oh, we missed it. Actually, you got these. I mean, I could play this as, you know, do all the average hours, not the average hours, the what do you call it? But like in the main game, they've got a lot of average hours because I was leaving them and I'd done them. I thought, oh yeah, we're getting different stuff. There's different enemies now. So that's useless as well. I thought there was a talisman down here. There is a talisman down there. I know there is because we jumped down the other bit. Because this is actually the way to go, but this is being us out. That I can't even remember what a talisman is. I forget about this at the time being. So they must 1, 2, 3, 4. So they've taken some of the shadow tree fragments from. They would have had, I don't know. I don't know where every single one is. Like, it's just game progression. So if it's not there, it's not there. You know. So if you was to follow a guide and get them all, which I've never had 20, unless you go into New Game Plus, or spawn them in with cheat engine, and you'll never get banned from it, no. That's not our intentions though. So there is the gesture over here for later on. I don't know if you want to break the ruin yet though. Oh, mother gesture. Then get the naked men. We get the weapon. It should be an upgrade for the summons. Now 10's meant to be, I'll tell you what it's not, we're taking still loads of damage with 10. 10's meant to be the spot where the diminishing returns where you take damages. I don't think so. We still take a bit of a bulk. Let's go over here though. Get that. So that's that weapon. I'll go back and get that other talisman. I'm just at a crossroads what to do. I mean, I'm not too sure if everything that I'm thinking of is in illo, terat. That boss mode will be ready, yeah. But just get the Godskin over, which I think we'll get it, but I don't think it's all that good. I mean, he's okay, but he just moves slow. Nameless King, I'm not too sure where it comes from. It could come from that same area, but I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I assume there was all going to be in there, but I don't know now. There's something else we're missing there. Usually something there. Problem is you've got guys, you put any of them, even a donkey goes fast. So we'll grab this. So that's where the scorpions are. We'll grab this graze. Now I could do all these, but then it's not worth recording something that is. See, yeah, I would know if they've changed some of this stuff. You know, because they would say, but then saying that then, we'll just flip out of it a minute. Now they said on Discord, I could see they said, oh yeah, we've changed all this area, which they have done, right? But it wasn't mentioned on their wiki. tell you what, with the conversion for Dark Souls 3, that was finished within a year and a half. You know, at the end of Dark Souls 3 lifespan, considering we knew Elden Ring was being released. You know, so. This is coming towards its end, especially in I would say now we'll break the ruin after this, but we're not gonna. You'll break it when you go. You grab, which I can't remember what this is. Oh, the whip. Yeah. I don't want to make this about vanilla. So you can go over, there's one more, unless they've removed the grace that's there, because this is where you break the ruin, you know, so you'd have to be, otherwise you'd have a hard time at the end. So going towards here, and this is vanilla as well, and going over this, but there's one grace, you go further than that grace, we can see it from here, you go further than that grace, then you've broken the ruin. That means before we'd have to I'd have to go back and kill Dry Leaf combat guy. Tell him more that, everything's, so you don't get him at the Enna limb. We can go to here. This is about as safe as you can get. Because with the convergence mod, what they done was you could warp all over the place here, but which I didn't realise because it's something that an update I didn't read. And I thought, well, why can't I get into, here, through here, all down into the main place and whatnot? Oh, you had to beat Moog. Because you can warp here straight away and get all the, because remember you make your talismans in that mod, Here, you don't. And they've got a huge up. I've seen what they've got coming, do you know what I mean? But, doesn't look like it's ready yet, considering it was over nearly 6 weeks ago they've done the update. Coming soon. But I'm not worried about that. We will definitely play it, but at our own time. We'd have to beat this mod to play that, because I'm not uninstalling this. I have to go for this again. What I might do is, because there's another talisman, we'll grab that. That will be that. And some of these are bugged out, unless they've removed it from the game. This up here, you usually get an invasion there, that's not there. So yeah, there's another little hole you can go down here, which is not the right one, but it's just getting, I can't remember what the talisman is. I doubt we used it, but it's almost like there's two holes. That's the right hole we went down to get over to that area, but then you need, that might be it there, where I think it is. Same sort of area, but it's a long drop. It might be this round here. Yeah, that. We could even go to, I think we could even, can we get, or do you have to break the talisman to get to Akasha's stuff? Or we got a gesture, best man wins. Let's get this out of the way. this is related to more. Oh mother. There you go. I tried doing this at level 0. It wasn't happening. When I mean level 0, that's level 0, no, level 1. Level 1, no, literally just base level. He was pounding us, for whatever reason. That is the only one, so we could break the ruin now. Grow, not complacent. Continue to temper your strength. Is that from the mod, guys, or is that from Carved Words of Clisson? Right there. Grow, not complacent. Continue to temper your strength. Well, to get the others moved, then we just go to there and break it. And talk to the others and they'd all clear off. Then we go back and speak to Throlier and what's it out? Now I don't know if they've changed, because they've done some stuff that's not on the wiki, you know? There you go, that's broken. Like taking all the also the powerful trump. I don't know, they might have changed stuff. I really do not know. Like taking all these guys down. These are absolutely an arsehole, you know? We can set things up now. So we didn't do this before, but I've done a lot of this. I mean, prepping the DLC without even recording it, you know? But then we could go into the other gem and unlock the other go. I don't think it's that. I think it's about 4 fights, or maybe 5. No, but I think it's 4 rounds of the Godskin Nobles, which are not very good to play, I will say that. Nameless, yes, and the other ones, yes. But is it all locked up in that area? I don't know. It's one of those, isn't it? We've got it. So I won't get this yet because I'm going to be using it. We'll bash that. I'll go and get the Ash of War for this, the magic one. That's what we've got to start pumping up a bit in the magic. So we go down here. Then we go back and tell the team. This is a very... I remember when this was really powerful and it broke the game. Just a glitch. That's all it was. Should be able to get this from up here, this Ash of War here. It's like the other one that got nerfed. So while we're here, we'll speak to what's his name, even though we haven't got that brace there, but we're just as well because we're here. Let's go up here. There's only 3 thingies in here that you can transport your transpose. We're going to do an outside thingy because I think there's because you pick them up in this. You don't pick them up in the main game. They've changed it as of recent. There you go, here. So you'll make all the cookbooks they got rid of in this game. I think they just changed it back to like a vanilla, which is better. So those are obviously, you know, there's only 3 of those in the game. 1 here and 2 in those where you'll do this guy's quest line. The magic stuff, which is quite good. We're going to go in through the front door, otherwise you can't open it. We talk to him, then just he'd give us the whistle and we'd leave it at that. So if we went through the side, this gate would be locked. Then we go back and tell the bad news. Oh, I'm thinking about doing the other jail though for the seeing what it's like for seeing how hard, tough the enemies are. We should get the verdigris armor. We can get this guy's whistle and a few things.
Well, I am Emi. It is a inland thing that we allow me to. The map. It is said that one's fate. I only wish to help, though. I'm not mistaken. You are a I've given you a white. I know for power.
Right, so we're going to take a lot. Wait there. Which ones have we got? That. Like that. Got that. We've got that.
We studied this long ago. We too. Is that?
Oh, there's something about Selene sorceries as well,
yes.
which I'll have to go back and do that on my own. I'll just see something on there. Thingy about just something in the Halleck tree about Selene sorceries. Because they might have added something new there. No, I don't know, because it is on the thingy, so I thought perhaps we do it, because it's a little bit long-winded, so we'll do it without recording anything.
I've no interest in my only and you are not. Only Count Emir, your sword.
So then obviously you got it. I mean, this is not. I mean, it was complex if you didn't know what you was doing. That being something somewhere around. Where was it? You get something here later when you've done it. Because there's no messages here. Perhaps it doesn't show up because this is a mod. You wouldn't have guessed. It's if you think they could completely mod this beyond belief. I mean, like I said, the convergence mod have done a pretty good area, but to mod the whole landscape of Elden Ring would be a huge, you know, thingy. Certain areas creating and doing that, yeah. We'll go back to the other lot, move them. So we can go up here. I'm not too sure if we have to beat a boss. No, you don't have to do it. So we can go in the car. If you went into the castle that way, it's just all magic stuff up there. We'll grab the grace, then we'll walk back and tell bad news. So with that, I mean, with like that item over there, you don't have to go over and grab that item over there because it drops when you let the water down. So if we go back to Morph, because they're all shocked, oh no, the ruins broke, you know. And Frolier, because this is how you end up finding out who we know the consort is, because, you know, later on, if you didn't know, you know, because the ending's pretty, you know, bad, really. In a lot of people's opinion, they really want to change the ending of this game, which some people, like the Convergence mod, are hell-bent on changing the ending completely, how they want it, you know? Because that was the end. They wanted it to be, go up in the sky and, you know, you do something and this. About another 10,000 hours of work including in mod time. That's half the DLC, you know?
I don't kind Mikkel, but together. I don't. Our mother, she did not. We must weep.
It remains sad forever, otherwise you're gonna fight all these at the in Enerlim.
Sad.
Don't need to buy on this.
You come, you enjoy. I like. Goodbye.
Sad really, but then you'd have to fight them all at the end. Which people in their first playthrough was nice to everyone, then they've had an awful time and, you know.
Kindly Mikula, the fog and folly is... Once I challenged, I knew not how I believed that I could not...
I missed some talismans and I didn't go through the other area.
Righteous I am...
Right, so... That... Right, he will go now. Right, that's it, I'm off.
Oh, are you not affected? I'm feeling rather of St. Trina would kindly be fallen for the problem is I would sacrifice.
Let's spin this around, because she should say she's going down to, you know, obviously down south. Or is she... No, it's a he, isn't it?
I'm feeling rather lost of St. Trina.
I don't know, because there's with that enemy, I don't know, perhaps I just put it there.
I had something I wish I'm heading south for calls. You just that must be where.
So that's right, she's going south. They've all gone now. What's up here? No, from there.
treat you, I must uphold then, and surely. But for the impaler in revenge, how could I revenge? Think lest you.
Alright, let's speak to that. So you can go in it, which I do believe.
Oh, hello. Did you feel a while I might try? No, wait. I can wield. I should have thought.
So they've modded this boss here. Right, Renala, I do know that. Right? And it looks like you can go in from here, straight away. And instead of going all that way round, you know, all that way round here, and then back into it that way. Looks like you can cross the threshold there. One thing we are going to do is go and get the other armor set. Because that should be there now. Well, we decide, might we go at the Everjail. This should be like with the forager. There you go. Let's save change at these guys. So that is the best armor in the game. Really, there's not much difference in it, you know. One thing, I mean, that's near death. We can take that off. Wearing that revives you at, you know, low health. See, they used right. So there was a guy that normally spawns in here. No spawning. Then they might have removed this because he's not even in. Now, when I've done all this before, he's not even where you fight Divine Beast. So this might be because you get a Shadow Tree fragment from this guy. So they might have removed him and whatnot. You might still get the weapon and whatnot. I do not know, but they removed. Yeah, there's a Shadow Tree fragment used to be here. So that's what I mean because in up here, the area which I keep on going on about, illo terat there, this whole area here. So a couple of enemies have got the Shadow Tree fragment. So what I'm saying is I think they've removed them from that. There's also didn't get this. We're going to run through here a minute, and there's another one up here we didn't get, a forager. You got to be careful with Gaius as well. There is a forager up here, I do know that. And this dog's on my nerves. How much poison what you got? 100. You can go over 100 though. Did I pick? I'm not too sure if I got this forager that's up here. One thing we didn't get was the patas. Didn't think I'd get the patas. Did I get? Which is stuck. Alright, that, even though it's minimal. No, we didn't get that, so we didn't get that. Alright. The dagger. Okay. I'm sure there's a forager up here. There used to be. Unless we already done it. I can't remember. even considering this was only a couple of days ago. Anyway, let's forget about that now, because it's only like cookbooks and whatnot. Yeah, go back there. So, wait there. What's the talisman up there? No, the blue one, even though we can use a limit, all this blue stuff. Let's have a look. Because I know some of this is bugged out. We didn't go through there. So the forager might not have got that. So I know coming up here briefly, because we started getting the shadow tree fragments and whatnot. So this would be the painting. Whether this is bugged out, this has been bugged out for me in vanilla as well. One of these paintings, yeah, that's the sketch where you see when you burn the thingy. And I know where it is, and it has been bugged out. And it's been bugged out in mods. That's what's happened. Yeah. Oh, they've changed it. I don't know. Definitely didn't. No, we didn't. When we was coming through here, and we didn't do the other bit, so it's not about 100% going through the DLC. Yeah, like this, that, and whether we have right. This is a. So you got the Death Knight catacomb. I don't know whether you have to go through there or whatever. Because you've also got the spells. A lot of Death Knight catacombs going down towards Midra. Because they have changed. I've seen quite a lot of the armor sets, and yeah, you have got Midra, their version of like a Midra armor set. What we're going to do is we're going to stop here, because this is like a 2-hour recording. There's about half an hour before that. I don't want to do no longer than at least 5 hours, because this might get hardly any views, but it's an update, because this would be 11. Knowing what I know, because the Zenith of Time, even though it's completely different and bizarre, yeah, I don't want everything going missing. We're going to check on some stuff right now. Inventory. So the latest stuff we've got. Because it'll there'll be quite a lot, but since we started this playthrough, this recording I should say, let me check the equipment. Like the weapons that were. There's an Asher War as well, but I think that's because we went deeper. So the Black Flame Stitcher, this went missing because this is pure Black Flame. Look, successive attack restores HP. This is the ordinary one. This is the one that was leveled up. So this is Black Flame, right? There's another one, the Circler, and there's some other ones I picked up as well. You got that one that come pre. Yeah, they all. Don't know about that one. But that come from the DLC area, the new area that was modded up. You know. They have got a bow. I can't remember where I got it from now. And there's also some areas in the main game that are a bit confusing. Like, if I want to play another Elden Ring mod, unless we create a load of save states, then I have to save them somewhere. See, illo terat. You can see, look look how many layers there are. Goes up, 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 and that's the center point there. If you normally ride up there, you just go up there and you get a smithing stone, you know. And we might try. Might stop there. Have a look around, but not recorded. If I find something new, then we'll start on that Evergel. Add it to this. Add it to this. So this will be number 11, but I don't want to make it like 7 or 8 hours because people just like the retention rate is like 5 hours. You know, because at the end of the day, I could just do go through this whole game and just beat it and just do the highlights of beating the bosses, which has already been done anyway, but they've added some new bosses which is not on the channel, so I do know that. Right, let's stop here. But we will come back. I'm going to have a go at the Evergel, but we're going to check some other places. Not in the DLC, in the main game. So we'll come back to this. Okay, so now we've hit a bit of spoiler territory, so I do know what's going on in the mod. So while I'll cover OBS, so that sigil there is, and I knew we'd be fighting Wrath of Cinders. So that would be like, which we still haven't beaten, down where you fight the original Redan. Cause there's still 2 spots for the prime thingies. So this would be a Cinders fight, and it makes sense to me because turning around, I can see something down there, and it was just looking after you've actually done this fight and gone to faram azula, this comes available. Right, so that's some things I know about the mod that I didn't know, because I knew Cinder was in here. Then you've got the 2, you've got the Millennia, just like a superpower of not consort Millennia. You have to go through the whole DLC for that, obviously. That's end game, and then there's one boss called Namto, which I think I know where it is. That's why I've avoided Lake Rot. I think it's there. Then you got the Godwin followers that are late. You got the whole illo terat that I was thinking of, right? So that's that. Cinders. Right after that, right? So I'm just trying to. We're just gonna. So the Nameless King, right? Encountered in the crumbling faram. This is what I thought because of how it looked in faram azula. After defeating Malakath the Black Blade, returning to Malakath's arena, you can react with the sigil, which is what you're seeing right there. That red thing, warping you to this boss, which is obviously Nameless King. So rewards, weapon, and all that lot. But you do wait there. But see, so you can play as bosses, right? There's also Lion, Guardian, and Shadow, right? Which are in Azuro's hero grave, right? There's a weapon down there. So we're gonna have to start doing some of this side content because I don't want. That's why Whether it does or not, I think, I mean, oh, just trying to get it out of my thing, head. Malakath, so when you do Malakath, you know, you go back there, this warps a sigil, and obviously you can fight as, you can use that as one of, you can use that as, so you beat Malakath, you go back there, obviously, you know, all the main bit of Landell gets covered over and whatnot, so I just went and picked up some random stuff which it's not even worth doing. There's a lot of stuff in Zenith of Time, loads of stuff in Zenith of Time, but I just like, stuff went missing, you know? So, considering I was in there, and yeah, your health is nerfed, and that's it, you got to fight the Penetrator. It just meant I had to go and level up maybe 5 levels, which I couldn't bother to do, because stuff started missing. I thought, you know, there's something wrong with here. And the game was crashing all the time, so that's why then the save got corrupted. But that there is Cinder, which I didn't know. No, now, just like fighting Slave Knight Gale. We're saving the best for last, considering we nearly done Slave Knight Gale quite recently. So that is Cinder. And it looks like you'll be warped. And you can see something down there now. So, Azura's Side Tomb, which is... Let's have a look. Because we haven't been down there. No. Lion Guardian, Twin Beast, Ashen Swords. And there's a lot of content. There's a lot of enemies in the thing. Also, there's a lot of stuff in the DLC. Just alternative stuff, weapons, armor sets and whatnot, that I've seen, but a lot of the high spells are coming from Zenith of Time. But when I went in there, it's not that bad. Do you know what I mean? They might not have fixed it. Do you know what I mean? Let me just before we go in there, let me look. Azuro's, it's here, Azuro's Hero's Grave. Alright, so now we know, so Malakath was born Nameless King, and after that, it doesn't say here, but you can play as Nameless King. The other ones because I was looking at some of the talismans, and I must have misread them wrong, because of, let's get rid of this a minute. So I didn't think there was nothing down there. I mean, there is one modded talisman I do know of, and we're not doing it because I done it and it's just a summon, frenzy. It's just an ordinary. It's just a summon, you know. But is this a fire one? So it's the light one. So you can make them crash. I'm sure you can. So. You can, yeah. Unless they fixed it, because it's always been like that. Is that the one where you jump down there? Oh well, we're down there anyway. I know what one this is. These are spiked, you know, up in doing damage because of where we've been in the game. Just trying to think. I hope it's not that stupid thing where you got to jump on them. That one. This is the one, isn't it? You make it crash. Yeah, it is. I wonder if they fix this, because this was a glitch. Never fixed it because you was meant to do it. You meant to do it. Get these crashing. Oh god, I think you get the bloodhound. Yeah, so that's where we went. Yeah, so you meant to do it through one of these lights, but see what's in there, considering we're only going to go and do scripture ones. Yeah, no. So I'm not too sure if this is the one where you get the bloodhound fang armor. I can't remember because I'm not a fan of these, because I've done quite a few guides, but then I deleted them all off the channel. Those guides take long to do, 100% everything, you know, and I just thought, no more. So if this is the one where we have to do that funny jump here for something on those wooden, yeah, I knew it was, yeah. Or can we just open this up? Yeah. Because I don't know what's... We've come here to do the boss, not get... Because that leads to a little bit of whatever it is, and pulling down the tower that makes those crash, but using that thing there, Margaret Shackle does it anyway. It's been in the game since the game come out, you know? So it saves you a lot of time. You might get a few more items, I don't know. We don't need 1,000 items in this game, we've got enough as it is. Considering I wasn't aware of this dungeon being... But I'm not looking, so there's a lot of boss type and oh god, it's just, there's some really awkward jumps in this game. They're adding content, and I'm a patron, do you know what I mean? And I think it's myself, you know. I mean, there is some hard fights there. I mean, you can revive all the bosses. I would like to play another class, a new class. You know, Convergence mod have done a lot more what these guys seem to get sidetracked. Convergence just concentrate on one game, you know, but the other content's fun playing, but I've got a thing on my launcher, Night Rain, it's empty. All it says, coming to all our patrons soon. So, you know, considering this is their main project, anyway, just there's still a lot of games to do anyway. So this, yeah, this is, you know, the Elder Lion. Twin Beast Ashen Swords. So there you go. So I know what that is. I know what boss that is, isn't it? It's the 2 Crucible Knights and all that stuff. The thing that you can see where you jump down. I know what it is because it just ends up. It's you're meant to do it with, you take down a tower and it crashes those, when you can just do it with the shackle in that spot where I just done it. And it's not, I mean, this has been about since the game, about for a couple of months into the game, you know? I done it the legit way, the first way. Then all of a sudden people said, oh, you should see some videos, oh, it was done like that. And nobody would know if you followed a guide, then, because like this grace doesn't exist here. Why is it showing me that? I don't know that message. But this said when we warped here, so like I said, there's graces missing and whatnot. Right, so let's upgrade some of these weapons and see, because I don't know, this weapon's quite good we've got here. So beating Malekith there'll be another one of those sigils, and that will be Nameless King going back to his arena, which you can't normally go back there, but I mean it is a mod, so
Oh snap.
let's have a look and see at some of these weapons, see if these are any good. Twin Beasts, considering these, right, are these? Oh, they're somber as well. There's quite a few somber stones in the DLC. Still, there's quite a lot. There's the blue smelter, which I can't remember. The tibia. This is the fire. This is the punch thingy. This, what does it do? Executor's charge. The crisp blade is very, very good, as if you was doing dagger, but there's no different to it. Considering they've got all their weapons still, there's a lot of weapons from them. I mean, this is good as well. This weapon here, it's a heavy bolt weapon. There's a lot of black. Since I've been playing this mod, since last December, there's a hell of a lot of black flame. There's loads of it. Considering these work in a DLC and not very well, I don't know if Elden Beast is Elden Beast. That's one thing I don't know. I thought it might be Cinder, but now I found out what Cinder is, and just some answer questions. Now this here is, it just seemed bugged. I went there, but then the game was crashing a lot, so that could be, you know, a lot of things. That's why I went there. That's why I done Placidusis, and the game wasn't crashing there. But then I looked at, like I said, I looked at all these lot. Not a lot. About 4 talismans went missing, including this one here, which you can go and get, you know. But I forgot about the thing, meaning not the thing. I forgot that you have to go and do a special thing up the, whatchamacallit. You just have to go to the shrine up in the mountaintop of the giants up here, where we started off when a couple of playthroughs on this one. This character here, strongest one you can do, and you just have to step in front of that, and because you can take that one from the shrine up the top of the cheat shop, and you can do it there, which I forgot totally about. Before the game absolutely crashed. Now I've got, my PC's quite a good PC. I mean, you know, It's not. It's, you know, the high. It's a mid PC. You know, it's not a high end PC. They cost an absolute. They're like. Well, you can get them for about 4,000 and up to 10,000. It depends on what you're going to pay, you know. But the 5 series, because I'm on the 4 series, but the 5 series hasn't been taken well, considering my PC at the same price that I bought from Chillblast has now got a 570. Now mine's a 470. Which at pricing was about £700. That's the graphics card. AMD CPU. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, but with a lot of stuff running out of storage now on the PC. But then there's a lot of recordings, downloads, whatnot. So yeah, we're getting sidetracked here. So one thing we're gonna do, because I just think this is just gonna be Slave Night Gales. We're gonna go and do Gale. Tick some of these off because we nearly done this when I was recording last time. I thought let's have a go at Gale. So these are this is Gale, so perfect setting in here to fight Gale. You just seen where we can fight a Cinder, and then we'll get Nameless King after Malaketh. So yeah, I nearly got him last time. First time one-shotted when I didn't know what it was. Thing is, let's say, most probably every time you level up, he's going to get stronger, in my opinion. When you're getting peppered with that, okay, alright, that's the thing. What's that? See? I mean, there's a grace fight here, so we'll have a couple of goes. Oh god, really? So, considering Gale was a pretty hard boss, and I don't know, I was looking, I don't know what the other ones are. Wait, what was that? So I was looking at the Godfrey Talisman, totally read it wrong. 11 points. I thought it was 30% attack power and 10 points in each stat. No, it's 30% less attack power, 10 points in each stat. Very much a little bit like some of these, but these are just two. They're just two. Considering we haven't got the highest spells yet. I mean, from the thingy. Talking about all the magic spells, I haven't really had a good go with them. So, what I found out was to do some of the bosses is just a weapon change. Since they've added Gale, and we nearly got him. Oh god, I thought I had to go for about 20 minutes, and I thought we nearly had him. So I thought next time it would be a yes. So what we got on 10 for? We might have to go all. So where's... They're right there, so... See, if you lay a layer of this madness, very similar to this, but this is... FP cost, 30 FP cost. All this you'd think this is a heavy one, causing slight frostbite. Lightning. This is Black Flame, but this is a heavy weapon. This, not too sure. This is a good weapon. I mean, we only just got these, but sort of. What is this then? Fire. Weird weapon. This is. I mean, you can chainsaw with this, but I don't know. I was using this a lot. But then this is good. Our intelligence is not 62. No, it's 60. No, it's not. It's 47. It's 40. It's in the spells about 75. I don't know if it would work if we do this out here. Oh, we are buffed, yeah. So one hit. So in that other hit used to one-shot us. You could like, if I could lay a pool of that on the floor, see that's what I want, man. Yep. last grace, because that puts us across the other side, doesn't it? Okay. Time to have a go. Let's have a look at the moveset of this. Considering this is talismans, I don't know. This is... all these are spells, I bet. Apart from this is increase the impact force of weak attack, but you've got no stamina. I really don't understand it. That's frenzied. All these are spells. Unless we go with just something. We still got that one on. Means it's actually not stamina. Mind you, this is black. I mean, with all these things, I don't know with all the black flame stuff, whether it's just whether it does stack with the weapons or is it stack with just the spells. This is, I mean, Nameless King is mostly going to be the same. I'd say name of this. Well, I don't know because this is right here. Where'd the ruins go then? See? Bubble burst. And we're fat rolling. Oh, I forgot you could do this, yeah. Fat rolling. Lovely. Let's see how far he comes over. You could do this with... I bet you could do this with rock. This is way too heavy. And yet we ain't got a lot of magic with this. Yeah, see, with one hit away. wasn't recording, I had him down to a quarter of the health with that first weapon we was using, but it's always the same. I mean, there's nothing here that's going to boost magic damage. I mean, this is heavy, this weapon here, and it's frost. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I can't see it. No, you don't know how it looks good, but you most probably want to look at the weaknesses. I've seen a lot of bosses done with just ordinary weapons, but I don't know. I mean, where the ruins right over here. Considering I just highlighted where all the other ones are, it's just making me think. So I looked at all the talismans and I thought, do you know what, they don't seem that good. Read the Godskin one totally wrong. Because the devs, when I've watched these devs fight some of these bosses, what are they using? Malekith's. Yeah. His weapon. But it's got like Destined Death and some other red form on it. So, and the other thing, I was watching it on the cars on the Godwin followers. They're at max level, so I wonder if I could do this with Rot. But he's got the chip damage. You do. So yeah, it's different between this mod. I mean, we have got we have got one in here that will give us like Iron Jar, but you'd have to hit him. This guy very. This won't do it. It's too hard. You need a quick weapon. I mean, all these are going to launch up in the air. $1,074. This is the most damage you're going to do with this weapon, though. Margit's Cane. What is this one? Because we just picked this up out of the thing. Say, I don't know. Sometimes status build up over time works. So it looks like you can fight Gale, obviously, here on horseback. So, Rot. Let's see what this weapon's like. 56 and burst the bubble. Okay, alright. And we have got enough FP because we can. It's over here though. This could work because we got the. He's miles away. Oh no, he's not. Go for the rock. See, that's what I was thinking. So you can get away from him. This would be the long-winded way of doing it. Unless he's got a second phase, I don't know. Well, he has, hasn't he, Gale? But it's half his health. You can mostly do this with it though, he's right on you because of his warping. Considering how big this bloody arena is. Well, this never rains, that it's rained in the bloody desert here. There's enough hill. I wonder if yeah, but he's not in it. And you get a super duper one of these, in which we ain't got. You get it in illo terat. Not one of these. It's the different version of the. It's a different version of the God Skin Slayer one. No. Crazy this is. Well, let's put the other ink on. This is unlock rocks working. Look at that. Look. So when I was doing this, it must have been 50 levels down, and we had him down to where he was consumed, and I thought, we'd be able to do it. We'd come back with the weapon that we tried doing it with. This. Considering that I hadn't even played with spells that much, nor incants, no. Because I think all you get from this is his weapon, which ain't gonna be nothing special. It's just a challenge to fight Gale here. Oh, yeah. There's a stronger, so you've got the Godskin Slayer, not this one, that does, the black flame, but you've got a different coloured version of it, that you get in the modded area, that I was looking at, so. You are consumed. Consumed knighthood. Oh, that is some cool looking armour. Look, consumed knight greatsword. So, the Evergel. So, the other one on the left is Cinder, which is the boss from Dark Souls 3. Nameless King, which I should think we would get. But this is horseback. I knew it would work, and I knew if we went with that. Boost all power of Godskin incantations, and there's a few more talismans like this in the. Well, there's one in illo, terat. So this one, there's a different version of this. That's what I'm trying to say. Boost Dragon Cult is they all do the same, but this would have done more damage than this with the black flame incantation. There's another one like this though that's more powerful than this though. Let's see what we get, because I mean Slave Knight Gals. I mean it's okay, but is it going to be better than Is it going to be better than? It's just going to be. The armour is. I like the armour, but for bosses, no. Unless you light roll.
Oh snap!
Oh wait there. Here. The Evergel is going to be tough because you can't use that on the Godskin.
Don't worry, Halsey.
So it's not. No, it's not a remembrance, is it? No. Blade of Peril. Okay, there's only one thing to test on that. Because the armour looks. We'll see what it looks like in a minute. I mean, I've used this weapon a lot in Dark Souls. It's just the basic, like. Oh no, it's a bit more. Yeah, it's got that consistent. Lot of stamina. Okay, let's go full gale mode. Its armor's usually pretty weak. Yeah. Oh, you've got it all coming. I wonder if it. I mean, this weapon. What's it? Because we've got no weapons on us. 268. Let's level this up because of course they're gonna make it different, but it's still got that. Which sometimes there's a couple of weapons. It's better just to play like that. I think. When you got what's the ash on it? Blade of Peril.
Oh snap!
We have to take quite a few dragons down. I mean, this is just for... There's a lot of armor. Like, with this, you're not going to... With, like, consort, then you're just going to get absolutely battered. Unless you just fight there for hours. With, like, no armor on, like, something. You know what I mean. Okay, this is about fashion. But not about survivability. Right, okay. 848. Considering I ain't tried, there's a spell down there, blue spell down there, which is from... The armor looks pretty cool. So we're getting slave knight gals. No, I'm sorry, no, but Nameless King obviously is going to drop from beating Nameless King after Malakath. A lot of the other spells look like we're talking about. There's a lot of spells I haven't got from Destined Death because they're all red, not black. On an armour point of view, because there's no armour. I can only think of one armour in this game that's you're going to do more damage but take more, and that's Rakasha's, you know, because this is, as you can see, Gale, and obviously the higher we go, so I've watched these guys do this with max level, and I'm not, no, I don't think they're at New Game Plus 7, you know. You can level up fast in this game. But this weapon's good. I suppose if we went magic, we're a B. An E in strength. This must be not scaling with it. 20 in. Now this is a good weapon, but then it fell short on a few of the bosses. The one I picked up earlier. The Whispering Terror. This one here. I have to say, well, I think I might call it on that because this will be about 3 or 4 hours. So, oh no, so, because we're here, so there's a lot of stuff in the time sorceries, but need to do a backup save, so Malakath, his weapon, I've seen his weapon is totally different. It's black and red. So when you've beaten him, you go back to there. So you've got to be able to go back there, you know, without it warping to Gideon and not to the arena, or they might put it outside here. Because this is where the boss fight is pictured here, you know. So you fight Nameless King, and I've already shown where we do with fat rolling with this. Wow, it's because of 2 seals. 364. so I know where they come from now. Okay. What I'll do is I'll upload this as part 11. Because what I'm trying to do is waiting for these guys to add some of the new stuff that I've seen. Even though let's just look at something a minute which I didn't think of. Because I don't know. They haven't said about this. So there's still these versions, and I don't know what you get after it. No, I haven't looked. I've looked on the thing. Doesn't say nothing about. This is for the true challenge, right? Like we've already been up here, already seen this, but I don't know what's taking third spot because I've done all. It's not there, is it? Yeah. So third. So if you went, 1 and say 3, whichever way you went, I don't know which is in there. So obviously there's Super Millennia, which I think could go to that Lake Rot area. Redan will be in Redan's area, buffed up. But I don't know what those bosses are. I really don't know. It doesn't say. It doesn't say in the mod neither. I thought it'd have been Estelle, but it's not. Because we've done all that. We're fat rolling. Anyway, we have to stop now. Put this on YouTube and see how it goes because it's going to be still a long playthrough while I figure it out. And some of these areas they got a lot of puzzles. Anyway, that would do it for episode 11, which will be about. Yeah, it'll be about 3 hours.